Hey everybody, welcome back today. What is this, day 5, day 6? I don't know. Welcome back. So it's really late in the day and I really should not be drinking any more coffee, but I'm going to share some lesser known LinkedIn things that you can do on LinkedIn. I'm not by any way of not aficionado of LinkedIn, but I have used it since the days when it was free. Looking for candidates was free. So welcome back to my channel. I'm Lauren and Claude is down here below. We've had a harrowing day. It's been raining outside and he's not a fan of rain. And I need to wash my hair and I need to do a lot of things, but I have some weekend plans, so I'm really happy about that. It's just to get away from the job thing on Saturday, so I'm really excited about that. But really, let's talk about LinkedIn. And I think I voiced this maybe 2 or 3 days ago, that I think it's a shame that LinkedIn is now it's just really profit. So yeah, so that's my qualms with the site. But in all honesty, it's the site that you utilize, and we all basically utilize to find new roles. I mean, it's not the only site, but it's the heavy hitter. It's the one. It's the joke. So one thing you want to do is you want to have your open to work feature on, and that I think it's your choice you can have it open. If you're employed right now and you're looking for a different role, then you can still open your open to work little tag underneath your picture, but make sure that it's so other people at your current company can't see. So you can always make sure that you do that. But open to work really allows it for recruiters to take a look and see if you are available, if you're open to any new roles. And then you also want to use keywords. So you want to sprinkle those somewhere within your headline. If the keyword is, let's say for marketing, you say develop marketing project, or I don't know, what's a keyword for, let's say marketing, or music marketer or something like that. You can always optimize that in your profile in the keyword. So you want to have your experience section have some sort of one of those keywords in your section. And then you can also have companies that you definitely want to work for. And you can set little reminders or little alerts that if a job comes up from this company, to alert you. But I'm going to tell you what, don't rely on those job alerts, because sometimes they come, not sometimes, they come in late. So really it behooves you to just consistently check. If that's the first thing you do when you wake up, is just check your LinkedIn, check to see what jobs are available, because the market is so tough. I talked with a recruiter today about a potential role. I don't know if it's going to work out. It's just sometimes when you're talking to recruiters, you get a sense of if this is a good fit for you or not. And I was not getting that comfy feeling like I could do this role, I could work for this person. So I'm not, but I did get some really good advice from a recruiter the other day. So I really took that to heart, and I really implemented a lot of the things that he was talking about. And you have to, so once you set up those job alerts, that is where that's going to help you. But again, you have to be very agile. You have to be on top of things, and you have to consistently look for yourself. Don't rely on those job alerts. And then another thing is to engage in content from other people. Respond if you want to say some 2 cents. Respond, but don't respond to that person. Respond to it like you're talking to a general mass environment. Because that it just means it just opens the door for you. So when you talk about, let's say, as I've responded to people that I know, and I've responded to comments that they've made, and I've done a general not, hey Sarah, blah 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 blah, I've done, like, when you're blah blah blah, so you gear it towards an open, not just that specific person, so your information can be utilized in lots of different ways, and it also gets your name out there. It gets you, that you respond to people, and your comments, I don't care about likes or anything like that. Hello, I do YouTube, and I have zero watching people watch my videos, so I don't give a fuck. But yeah, so, and then you can do, also you can do, check out like LinkedIn's Explorer page, Career Explorer tool. That's something that you could do, and I love this people like view section. If you go into your account, and then you look at like people who viewed you, so you can see like if there's a job that you just applied for, that there's somebody who might have taken a look, and either they just took a look because they wanted to see if your profile really matches, or if it's like a no. And if you get someone who, like, you applied for a job and they took a look and they didn't contact you, well, that's a no. They just didn't want to move forward with you as a candidate. So that's okay. No skin off our back. I mean, we just keep applying. You just keep it pushing, keep it moving, stay motivated, keep going. And then you also can try Boolean searches. And or not is really important. And or not. You're looking for technical recruiting and senior internal mobility and marketing enthusiast, and or are not, so you definitely can try Boolean searches if you're looking for new roles. But you can also use that same Boolean outside of LinkedIn. It doesn't have to necessarily be into LinkedIn. And you can also, like I said, check who's viewed your profile. That's a good one. Is you want to check and see who has looked at your profile, because that matters, because you want to see. And LinkedIn learning courses, they are good. They are essential, I think. And I have not done enough. I have not done actually any, but I think it's important to continuously grow. Like, I have a master's degree, and I still continuously want to learn stuff. Like I told you the other day, like I'm thinking about taking a French class. But yeah, so continuously learning and really learn within LinkedIn, and then sign up for a lot of like free webinars and different things like that, because sometimes when you're listening to people, you get ideas, you get concepts, you get all these different things. So webinars are really great. And then you want to research your interviewers. Like if you get a call from an interviewer from a role, research your interview, see who you have in common, see what their history is, where their track record. A lot of times I've talked with some recruiters who, I mean, maybe they didn't go to college or anything like that. So for them, you're bringing up your college degree or whatever. It's not warranted. It's not necessary for them or for the role. And you also can look at salary insights, and to see what the salary range is for this role, or whatever role that you're interviewing for. What is the norm? Like sometimes, you look at a role and it's totally underballing. It's lowballing you. So you have to know whether or not you want to move forward. And because the market is really tough, I'm seeing a lot of roles that are really cutting us at the knees. But again, it's one of those things where this is the market it is right now, and this is what it is. But who's to say next year might be totally different, or the year after that. So you have to look at those salary insights and really make an executive decision about if this is the right fit for you, if this is the right role, if the salary and the compensation is something that you could see yourself either biding your time, and then you'll find something else, or you just have to make that executive decision for yourself. And then sending personalized connection requests, and you only get so many when you have premium, so really make them count. And I always reach out to people who will usually have like a second connection. So if I don't, if it's the first connection, that means we know each other, or we've, introduced each other or something like that, or I've met at an event or different things like that. But the second connection is somebody I know knows them. So oftentimes I'll like reach out and say, hey, can you do an introduction to this person for me, with me? And that has helped immensely. And you really want to make a quick note about why you're reaching out. Just don't do like a general, I want to connect. That does nothing for you. Just nothing for you. So you generally want to say, hey, my name is Lauren, and I see that you've been, blah, 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 for this many years. I really find that, commendable, or I'm trying to break into this specific field. Would you care to talk to me about what are some of the 5 traits that you think would be a good fit, or just anything like that, just to get the person like talking about themselves, because again, people love to talk about themselves. They like to talk about the things that they've accomplished, so you want to feed into that. And then there's the follow hashtags. Those are so irritating, but they work. So you can stay updated on industry, like what's happening within your industry. And then there's the easily apply button, which I don't use, because even though I think it's easy to just easily apply, you can hit that and then you can do it, or you can go outside of LinkedIn and go to directly to the company and apply on their website. You can do that as well. Either way, I know that LinkedIn, if you use LinkedIn, it's more of, it's costs. It costs. It doesn't cost. It costs them money, but they're paying. So why not use that easily apply button? But again, it's all up to you. And then check the jobs tab at least 2, 3, 5, 10, 15 times a day, and you always have to do a refresh. And then I always do within 24 hours. I never do like 2 days, 3 days, because that's a waste of your time, because you're applying for a role that might have 2,000 people. And I've seen it. A role that has 5,000. Just ridiculous how many people are applying for roles. So check that jobs, check that jobs tab quickly. And then another thing is just ask for recommendations. I know, like, some of those recommendations, it's like, yeah, people look at them, but really they don't. When I remember when I was working, recommendations, I would just never look at it, because I just did not have the capacity or the time to do that. But recommendations, if the market is really slow, and they can do you really good, and it's always nice to know that people think highly of you. So asking for recommendations is nice. Or some people will be like, oh, just write it and then I'll just send it. You can do that as too, but I definitely like for people to write something, because that tells me that they really think highly of me and of the work that I've done. So I love having those done. But yeah, so those are like some of the quick and dirty 20 things that I think LinkedIn is good for, to help you stand out within your job search. It is treacherous out here. But again, we're not giving up. We're just going to keep doing it until we get it right, doing it until we get a job. And, so today I had my taxes done. I can see where, like, I went from, like, high, 6 figures, but on the high end, to 5 on the low end. So we're plowing through. We're working really hard. I still have a smile on my face. All things are, I'm thinking positive. I have to, because that's my nature. I am I love that about me. I love that about me, is that I'm a dynamite person, and I always want to see the best in myself. There are times when I do get, I do be feeling it. But then there are days when I am truly, truly thankful that I have, roof over my head, a dog that loves me. I love my dog. My parents are fabulous people. I have brothers and sisters who are just dynamic, and I grew up immensely loved, and so I am thankful. I have some friends who I love and cherish dearly. So I've got nothing to complain about. It's just that I don't have a job. I don't have a job. So this month is, like I said, we're doing it. And I've really got onto my my going over, like, really creating my process, being more succinct, tying back what I've done and how I've impacted the business, and talking about my skills and all those different things. I've honed in on that. So yeah, so I'm looking for that role, and I can't wait to tell you about it. So thanks again, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.